been a very busy start to the year, and today I get some needed downtime. A friend of mine, Greg, reached out and said, hey, I'm flying out to North Carolina, which is a destination I fly to very often. Would you join me? Of course, who's gonna turn that offer down? Especially if it's in a brand new TBM 900. Many of you are already familiar with Greg. We've interviewed him on the channel. Also, the Honda jet that we covered before on the channel was actually owned by Greg, and he traded that in for this beautiful, beautiful TBM 900. And if you're not familiar with the TBM, this is a single engine turboprop airplane. It's actually one of the fastest single engine airplane because this aircraft will fly up to 330 knots at altitude. That's faster than some light jets. The TBM series also falls in the same basket with the Piper M600, the Pilatus PC-12, and then very recently you have the Epic E1000. These are all aircrafts we've covered on Mojo Grip, so make sure you check them out if you haven't seen those videos yet. Today, it's all about the TBM, and I've waited a while to fly this airplane. As we get ready to take off here at Gwinnett County Airport in Atlanta, Georgia, let me tell you a little bit more about the TBM 900 series. This is a single pilot airplane. It's got a jet engine, 850 shaft horsepower. You can seat 4 to 6 people comfortably in the TBM. With full fuel, you can go 1,000 miles and carry a little over 800 pounds worth of load. But that's not the best feature of a TBM. This aircraft does short field landing very well. Also, you've got a single lever for your throttle. And did I mention it is fast, very fast. So as we hop in here, the first thing I noticed at startup was how quiet turbine engines are. And I mean turbine in this particular turboprop. For whatever reason, I thought it would be a lot louder in this cabin. But even without my headset on, and guys, I took it up for a few seconds there just to hear the noise, it is very quiet in this cabin. And let me tell you, between startup and takeoff was probably 10 minutes or less. That is to say that in a TBM, you don't really need to do any type of run-up. You've got a jet engine and a FADEC system that does all of the engine checks for you. Takeoff was fairly easy, and on our initial climb, Greg went ahead and activated the autopilot. Initially, I saw the TBM climb between 2,000 and 4,000 feet a minute. That is just incredible. Just to compare, a Cirrus jet that I flew about a year ago only climbed between 1,000 and 1,600 feet a minute, which is to say that this TBM will climb twice as fast as a Cirrus jet. TBM is also quite heavy, so this is no boy toy, and you better make sure you get all your ratings and instrument experience before you jump into an airplane like this. As you can see the cockpit view here, the TBM is nicely fitted with the Garmin suite. The early models of the TBM 900s come with the G1000 NXI. So you've got 3 main screens, your primary display, you've got a larger screen in the middle there, and then you've got a secondary display where your passenger or co-pilot is sitting. And up top there, right in front of the pilot, you also have a backup screen. Just about every data you can think about, from your flight display to instrument to your fuel burn, is right in front of you. Coupled with your nice Garmin suite, you can also have a SiriusXM weather equipment installed for your weather reports, as it is in this airplane. TBM, like all turboprops and jets, is a high altitude aircraft, which means you're likely going to be flying an instrument all the time. And with SiriusXM, you've got in-flight weather at the flip of a switch. That is updated weather so you know how and when to navigate the aircraft safely. As you can see, we're moving along pretty quickly in this airplane. This was actually a VFR flight. We climbed up to about 15,000 feet and I saw cruise speeds between 250 and 280 knots with fuel burn between 45 and 55 gallons per hour. I should also mention that a TBM, like any other turboprop, uses Jet A fuel, which is generally cheaper than half gas. The autopilot in this aircraft flies beautifully. Matter of fact, most of this flight was flown by the autopilot. As you can see, some conversations happen in the cockpit. That's because I had a lot of questions. Personally, I would love to upgrade into a turboprop one day because this aircraft fits my next mission perfectly. You've got a pressurized cabin, fast speeds, fast climb rates, and you have short field capabilities. One secret ingredient in the TBM is that you're able to reverse the prop. This option alone serves like an air brake, so whenever you touch down, you're able to stop the aircraft faster than you would without it. As we get ready for our descent here and touchdown, I have to say that this has been a pleasant surprise flying this aircraft. Of course, an airplane like this is only for a select few with fat purses. A TBM 900 will run you at least $3 million used. A brand new TBM, which I believe now is the 960, costs $5 million or more. But if you've ever thought between flying a jet or flying a turboprop, the TBM certainly makes a convincing argument because this aircraft is as fast as many jets, but it costs a whole lot less to operate. And a TBM doesn't require type rating to be able to fly one. Any private pilot with the right training and an instrument rating can jump into a TBM. If you're interested in flying a turboprop or a TBM, to be more particular, there's actually a facility here in North Carolina at Bret Aviation that will train you in another TBM just like this one. Just check the description below for more information. And if you're looking to get your pilot's license or fly for the airlines, make sure you check us out at lookupflightacademy.com. We can take you from 0 all the way to commercial rating within a year. I hope you've enjoyed this flight video as much as I did enjoy flying this plane. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, share it, and also leave your comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, my name is Mike, and I will catch you on the next video.